So shifting gears, when it comes to how you were treated as a producer in the industry, right? Do you feel like you were paid properly, or do you think people try to take advantage and lowball you for your work?
Yeah, I mean, well, you're always going to try, people are always going to try to lowball you. I mean, I think I was paid properly in most instances. The worst one was when I did the two songs for Rakim. And I think back and I'm like, I'm an idiot because I could have stopped the whole deal because they were my beats, right? And if I would have stopped it and gotten my proper pay from the producer that was leading the charge, I could have got what I needed, or at least properly paid, right? So I did the two songs with him with one of the producers from Bad Boy, Ron Lawrence. So I get to my lawyer's office to sign the papers, to sign the contract, and he said, "Do you know who this guy was?" I said, "Yeah, well, I mean, he grew up in my neighborhood." Um, I said, "Why? What's going on?" He said, "Well, you know, he's getting paid way more than you." And I said, "What do you mean?" So he shows me the contract. It was uh it was darkened out with a Sharpie, with a black Sharpie. So he puts it up to the light. He says it's two tracks, right? He's getting paid $60,000 per track. I said, "What?" So
What are you getting?
wait a minute. I'm getting 20 and he's walking away with 100. He was like, I was like, holy shit, he was like, it's up to you, I was like, let's just do the deal. But again, I could have just stopped it and been like, no, those things are my tracks. What you do, add a hi hat, you know, maybe a little sound here and there. But if I stop the deal, then now what's going to happen. Rakim is going to be upset with him, so he's not going to want that. It could have been an easy fix. I could have done that easily. I think it was just the thing of being at the lawyers and just wanting to get it over with.
Right.
And
You kind of hear stories like that though a lot in the industry, right? Where it's like somebody is the original producer, but then somebody adds like a little bit and then like they take over as like the name on it.
yeah, I mean, in this case, yeah, um, the reason was that Herbie Azar was um, he was one of the A&Rs, so he was up at Universal. So Ron played the beats for him, and then Herbie played it for Rakim, sent them to Rakim. Rakim picks one day, and then so he calls me up, hey, Rakim picked one of the beats. Oh, all right, cool. Then the next day he calls me up. He says, yo, he picked another one. So he wants two. All right. So, in that instance, he brokered the whole deal, right? So if he doesn't go up to Universal to see Herbie, then it doesn't happen. Um, so I get it, right? I get it. Um, but the fees, the money didn't make any sense, and I should have just put a stop to it right there and then. I think it was just the thing of working with Rakim.
Yeah. Obviously working with the God
Yeah,
himself, right?
yeah, right. So the whole thing of being creative and the artist, so it's dangerous, right? It's dangerous because the artistry gets in the way of the business.
Or the
You
business
know,
gets in the way,
rather,
right? Like,
yeah, right. So they collide. When they should work together, it should be together. Say, okay, yeah, I want to do this. And we can work this out. But sometimes it's like, oh no, no, I want to, I want to do this for this, so I don't care. Whatever it is, I'll walk away with 20. It's fine.